for that, Father. Maybe you can share some insights, or maybe how has AB philosophy opened paths, created new horizons for you after graduating?
Well, I think what is very important in philosophy, we learn a lot of things in philosophy, a lot of thoughts, a lot of ideas, a lot of like worldviews that we encounter in philosophy. But I think for me, one constant in philosophy, which is very important, even if you go to other endeavors as well, is the need for and the development of
I
critical
always
thinking.
put in mind that in pursuit of truth, experience or in an empirical way, sometimes we can be deceived. We can be deceived, but I always put that in complement with critical mind. In the horizon of truth, we cannot just separate. We cannot just separate one to the other. Always go together in empirical way and in rational way. So therefore, human as we are, though we have tendency, we always we are challenged then to be critical, and at the same time using our reason to discover truth of what we have seen in the things that we always experience.
First is gisulayan. No, that's the first word that would really capture my core memory. Gisulayan. I would remember the first time that we were in a major subject with Mrs. Quinones, Matet Quinones. Kuan yun, walay sugar coating. Directly yun giingon sa mga ang what to expect, and I will always remember that's history of philosophy, Western philosophy. Do not let others dictate the reasons why you will be staying in the program.
Experience is, I think philosophy humbled me, humbled me as a person, as a lawyer, because when I entered the philosophy program, it is only then that I realized that I don't know anything. It was then that I realized that I have self-awareness that I don't know. I know that I don't know. So up until now, I still believe that I still have a lot of things to learn. So because of that, I get to be open to other people's ideas. I get to question whatever it is that I face, become more open-minded in life, and then
there are so many things that it has taught me. First, in my training as a philosophy student, you know this, that we are trained to read and write a lot. We write a lot about reflect. We are asked to read about a book, and then we have to make reflections on it. We have to read so many materials and make reflection paper, and we are also trained to think logically, which is very helpful in law school, because like in law school, we are trained to read and read a lot of books. In my experience as a judge, I became more understanding about
Wala
every
ko
situation that,
go back
or
from the
every
very start, because everything is really connected to philosophy. I tell you, everything is connected to philosophy. So philosophy helps you to be kind of flexible. Number one, flexible in terms of the courses and everything, because everything is explained in philosophy. Second is the rhetoric of explaining things. The rhetoric, the logic of explaining things. Because when you had this kind of training, especially when we are taught to do that logic, to study logic, or even the idea of reflection
It's
and
actually
everything,
helpful
parang
knowing
dali
that I'm a teacher. So especially in the teaching area, I was able to broaden my perspectives in understanding my students. Lahi sila ginikanan. I mean, lahi sila gigikanan.
Tapos ang next question, sir, like unsa imong kuan, sir, like insights nga imong mag-give sa katong mga after graduation, sir, ba? Like imong na-learn after graduation, so unsa imong insights mag-give sa mga future philosophy nga mo graduate pod, sir?
Okay. Dapat dili mo maglibog kung asa mo padulong kay isa man sa akon makatabang man gyud ang philosophy despite sa imong career sa kinabuhi, may it be
Number one yun is philosophy is very important because it's not just in kanmang ideas in your faith spiritually nga, and you have to realize that there's a humility to philosophy, there's a humility to the faith. And mona ang biggest takeaway is that you have to learn to surrender kung unsa gid ang plano sa Ginoo para nimo. You know, you see that it's the underlying theme of all world religions is that there is very little that we control in this world. So how you deal with those, overcoming those things, mo na ang importante yun. Kay successes and failures come and go, but your faith remains strong. And so